Today we're going to cover our first Hello World application. So what we're going to cover is creating a Node.Js script. We're going to cover how to output to the console, and then we're going to cover how to run that Node.js script that we've just made. So let's get started. Open up VS Code. Once VS Code is open, we're going to want to open the folder that we were working in the previous video. And you should see in here the package.json and the package lock.json. We can just see this is the state it was in when we left off. So we got rid of the dependency chalk. We just got a plain old package.json file. In this untitled file, we're going to start our first Node.js program. Now this is very easy. All we need to do is output a string to the console. So we're just going to say console.log and then provide our string. And that's it. It's really as easy as that. So what we're going to do now is save this as a JavaScript file. You'll see that VS Code starts syntax highlighting for us, which is fantastic. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run a terminal inside VS Code. It just helps us from switching back and forth between the command prompt and VS Code. We can just do it all in one place. So go to View and then ask for the integrated terminal. There's a shortcut key here. You should get your terminal up like this and it should bring you to the directory that you want to be in. If this doesn't say PowerShell, it might say Bash, for example. If you're on OS X or Linux. On Windows it'll be PowerShell, that's fine. So now we're just going to invoke Node and ask it to run this script. We can see the script is here, hello.js. And there's the output, hello world. It really can be this simple to write Node.js scripts. So as a little bonus, let's extend this slightly. We'll reinstall chalk and see if we can't get some nice colors on the screen. So let's just ask npm to install chalk for us. Now that chalk's installed, we're just going to require it into our script. This is done by using the require call. We're just going to assign chalk to a constant variable because we never need to change that import. Make sure you save your file as you go along, and we're just going to run the script again, make sure nothing's gone wrong. Everything still seems to be working. Now let's get some color in. Chalk has its own API. You can look up the documentation for it, but I know that we can ask it to color strings for us by calling chalk and then calling one of its color functions. Let's try blue. Make sure you balance up your braces. We'll run our script again. And now we've got Hello World in blue. That's great. There are dozens of functions in Chalk that we can use to style further. Some of them might look a bit different depending on the operating system that you're on. The terminal on OS X tends to support a few more stylings than on Windows, for example. But we can ask for things like underline or bold. So let's try that. So you can see the underline works, but the bolding really didn't. But that's okay. Let's try changing the background color instead. That's lovely. Perhaps not red. But that's just a really quick overview of writing a Node.js script. So this time around we've covered Node.js scripts, how to write them, how to run them. We've imported a package, chalk, and we've made use of some of its functions.